So, what's your impression about the game so far? From everything you've seen, from all the leaks and everything, how you feel about the game so far?
Well, I feel better about it than the past two Battlefield games, but it's so unfortunate because of the past two Battlefield games. I'm just in a state of mind where, like, yeah, I'll talk about it in videos, yeah, I'll give my opinion, but ultimately, I just really am trying to care as little as possible, because at this point, like, I'm a veteran of this shit, alright? I've streamed every day during the absolute worst Battlefield periods, all the way through BF5, getting stream sniped by aimbotters, all the way through 2042, game instantly died, all content died, all viewers leave, so
Yeah.
I've been through the worst of it, and at this point, I have to get my hands on the new Battlefield game to actually see about anything. Like, the game looks like it's already, in my opinion, conceptually, in a better spot than Battlefield 2042 was. The reception of it already seems to be better than Battlefield 2042.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good messaging surrounding the game with Battlefield Labs and the people they hired to design it. And I think DICE is being incredible. Maybe DICE EA, whoever you want to say, is being incredibly ambitious. They're biting off a lot in this game.
They
there's
actually,
going to be
yeah.
a campaign. There's going to be a battle royale. The multiplayer has to have more content than Battlefield 2042. So, I'm gonna say the game's probably gonna release with at least 10 maps, if not 11.
I mean,
I'm not sure if you saw the weapon leaks. There's probably gonna be like 47 weapons on release or something.
I saw the weapons. Granted, that doesn't mean they're gonna be all on launch day, but still a good number of weapons over there already.
Yeah, for sure. And the biggest question with DICE is, can they actually deliver upon what they're trying to do? Like, their ability to deliver is so poor most of the time, especially on release. And if you've been around for Battlefield releases, how notorious they are.
I was literally in person invited. I was there when the Battlefield 5 live stream was happening, the reveal, and I'm like, it looks alright. And then I saw the comments. Oh shit, no, people hate it.
Yeah.
So that was
people were not happy about the BF5 launch trailer at all. And that begs the question for this game. I've tweeted this a couple times. There's always a diceism, I call it. There's always some sort of thing they try to do in these games that they don't necessarily need to do. An example of that would be 128 players in Battlefield 2042.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody fucking cares, bro. Like, nobody asked for that, and that heavily affected the map design of 2042, like, in an insane way, and the overall gameplay. It affected so much about that game. So the question is there something that is going to have a massive impact on the next Battlefield game that they think is like a cool feature, but in actuality, like, no one actually cares for it, no one asked for it, and they didn't need to do it? What's the diceism for the next game?
Yeah, what's the gimmick?
Because there's going to be one.
Yeah, what's the gimmick? You're always waiting for that gimmick, which I fully get you. For example, we had a former DICE developer on the show, and he's our good friend of ours and everything, and he told that, like, he didn't pay attention to what was happening with 2042, but he just knew that increasing the player numbers would be a complete disaster. And he completely switched out from everything regarding the game as soon as he learned that 128 players is a thing. He was so against it, he didn't like it, because it's just like, what's the point? And I remember even before the game was announced, I remember there were leaks happening about the game, that 128 players are coming and so on. And I remember, I think maybe there's like a tweet of me from somewhere saying, what are you all doing? Why? Why? It's like, but I know why they did it. I know why corporate decided, what, we need to have this because Call of Duty Warzone has 150. We can't have less. We have to keep up. And
that's
what it was.
I wish what they said didn't matter. Honestly, those people don't know what they're talking about. Like, yeah, they're in a big corporate position, but they don't play these games, dude. They don't know.
No, they don't. I mean, sure, there's some. I heard some stories where, there was a former developer a couple of weeks ago. He was tweeting about his history with working on Battlefield games, and he actually explained the corporate history, how Battlefield 5 was made, how Battlefield 1 was made, and apparently Battlefield 5 was pushed by, what's his name? Andrew Wilson? Oh no, not Patrick. And before some guy, some EA CEO before him, Patrick Sutherland, maybe him. I don't remember the name. Basically, he was the one that pushing for physicality in Battlefield 5. You know, he was pushing for that because apparently they really want to go back to that. You know what Battlefield is. You know, it's about physical, that experience. You know. So, when you revive, you have to be physical. When you gain in the tank, it has to be really physical and immersive, all that kind of stuff. So, it was pushed by corporate, that's for sure. So, that's what the former DICE developer said, which is quite interesting to me. For this game, I've been saying this forever, but I'm kind of low-key excited for this game, because even though, like you said, what's the DICE gimmick here, right? What's the gimmick? But I'm actually low-key excited because DICE is not really in charge anymore. Yes, they're making the core features, and, the multiplayer of the game, the foundation, but they're not the ones making the shots anymore, which that kind of low-key excites me. And we never really had that because DICE always been like the creator of Battlefield. Wherever they decide, it's their Battlefield, and that's the game. This time around, we have, other people came from other franchises, basically working with these studios, Motive, DICE, Criterion, and Ripple Effect. They're all working together to make something that is unique and different. Yeah, you're right. They are kind of chewing a lot. This is definitely the most, not even ambitious, the most expensive Battlefield game to date. There's no way it's not the most expensive. Like, there's so much happening.
They might have finally realized that this is, they need to actually lock in, all right? Like, because the past two games have been utterly embarrassing in levels that aren't even, like, you can't even properly express how embarrassing Battlefield 2042 was as a whole.
Even Battlefield 5
maybe they finally locked in.
Yeah, even Battlefield 5 was not that good. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I know. Oh, believe me, I was there every day for that. So
yeah, like I liked some of the mechanics and gameplay elements from Battlefield 5. Like, I liked it, but there's so much stuff that is around, like, I can't really enjoy this game. Sure, there's some positive stuff, but I'm like, can't do it too much. But yeah, all the signs for this new game, positive. For example, I did not even imagine them bringing CTE back or Battlefield Labs.
Yeah,
right?
No, that's fantastic. Everything so far, honestly, I don't think I've seen, like, a massive red flag yet, which is kind of crazy for me.
Now you mention it, now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I haven't seen a big red flag yet.